us today. He's a dear, sweet friend. We've known him from the past, but it's always good to hear him. And he's all into attitude adjustment, so I think I need one. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to start out there, then come back to here. And here. It's always an honor to be with you. I love the topic of the month, the power of community. And I'm going to tell you ahead of time what we're going to do, okay? And then we're going to practice the last song, okay? So it's 5 parts. I'll watch the clock. We're going to have an event together. We're going to make music together. And if Jerry Marshall can sing, "Oh, what a beautiful morning" to begin with, we can start with "Rain, Rain, Go Away." And, and then we're going to talk about my thoughts on community. And then I'm going to sing a rainbow song. Lee Cox and I have sung that here years ago. LeGrand Harvey's song, Rainbow Song, just a wonderful song. And then I'm going to tell you about my experience that I just had in Steamboat Springs with my work down there with disabled groups. And then we're going to finish by singing "How Could Anyone Ever Tell You You're Anything Less Than Beautiful." And the way we're going to do it is that we're going to sing it for ourselves. Then we're going to sing it for this side of the room and that side of the room, for the people on the internet, and then to yourselves. Okay. And everything is about how to experience community. We understand the power of community. That's the reason we have elections. Okay. But how to experience community is what I want to share today and see if it makes any sense. The song is, and many of you know it, "How could anyone ever tell you you were anything less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you you were less than whole? How could anyone fail to notice that your loving is a miracle? How deeply you're connected to my soul." So we'll end today that singing it to each other as well as to ourselves. Why do we go to concerts and programs? To experience community. Why do you do live things like coming to church? To experience community. And one of the things that I love about church services is deciding how you put them together so that you have this experience, which is new. And so we're going to have our own experience. Okay. So what's the most basic part of music? The steady beat. So let's get a steady beat going. And it's going to be "Rain, rain, go away, come again some other day. Rain, rain, go away, Kathy Prenstrab wants to play." I love the pun in that. I love that. Okay. So let's do that again. Ready? And "Rain, rain, go away, come again some other day. Rain, rain, go away, Kathy Prenstrab wants to play." Yes. Now that's the most basic part of music, is the beat. And as we build it, the next is the rhythm. And the way that we enter it easiest is with the rhythm of the words. Rain, rain, go away, come again some other day. Rain, rain, go away, Kathy Prenstrab wants to play. Let's try that with our hands. Ready? Yeah. Rain, rain, go away. Come again some other day. Rain, rain, go away. Kathy, Fred, Strab wants to. Yes. So now, before we add the melody, we're going to do the steady beat on our thighs, our knees, and we're going to do the rhythm of the words in our hands. Okay? Let's get this steady beat going. 1, 2. Go. Get ready to put the rhythm in your hands. Rhythm of the words. Ready, go. Rain, rain, go away. Okay, so that's very good. That's excellent. That's excellent. Now, to make sure that we are together, since it is a poem, now join me with the words. So have the words lead, because we're going to clap the words. So let's say the words so we have something to clap. Okay? Okay, ready, go. Rain, rain, go away. Come again some other day. Rain, rain, go away. Kathy, Fred, Strab wants to play. Yes, okay. Now I'm going to stand back and not help. Okay, so we're all going to say the words. You're going to do the steady beat. You're going to do the rhythm. Then we're going to switch. Okay? All right, ready, go. Rain, rain, go away. Come again some other day. Rain, rain, go away. Kathy, Fred, Strab wants. Yeah, now switch. You do the steady beat on your knees, and you do the rhythm in your hands. Rhythm of the words in your hands. Okay? 1, 2, ready, go. Rain, rain, go away. Come again some other day. Rain, rain, go away. Kathy, Fred, Strab. Yes, so this is more complicated, isn't it? Yes, right. So let's all practice the words together. Okay? Remember, if you say the words, you'll have an easy reason to clap your hands. Okay, 1, 2, ready, go. Rain, rain, go away. Come again some other day. Rain, rain, go. Yeah. So what we're doing the words with our hands. Everyone's doing the words with their hands. Okay. 1, 2, ready, go. Rain, rain, go away. Come again some other day. Rain, rain, go away. Kathy, Fred, Strab. Okay, yes. Now we'll go back and you do the rhythm of the words. No, you do the steady beat and you do the rhythm of the words. Is that right? Yes. 1, 2, ready, go. Rain, rain, go away.
I think you're all crazy.
Rain, rain. Yes, now the real challenge is, can you do that and sing? Sure. Yeah. Okay. Rain, rain, go away. Okay, now we'll do the same thing. So you're staying with the steady beat and you do the rhythm of the words. Okay, 1, 2, ready, go. Rain, rain, go away. Come again some other day. Rain, rain, go away. Kathy, Brad, Seb once. Now we'll switch. You go back to the words and you do the steady beat. 1, 2, ready, go. Rain, rain, go away. Come on, another day. Rain, rain, go away. Kathy. Yes. So we've put together a piece of music that has the steady beat, the rhythm of the words, and the melody. And we're using our instruments, our body as instruments in 2 different ways, and our voice with the melody. Isn't that community? Right? We're putting all that different stuff together. We created this experience together. So community starts with yourself doing something, putting your antenna out, and then doing it together. And since we're on this plane where we see ourselves sitting there and standing here, we experience community in the way we experience our world. And so that's what we just did. We created an event which was new, together, multiple parts, multiple people, and something new has happened. Like that wonderful song. I've never heard that song. The song that we sang together. Yeah, that's a really neat song. I like that very much. So we created something new. So everything about my sharing today is about experiencing community. Because it's nice to think about. We understand why we go to elections, right? We understand the desire for power, but how do we experience community? And that's one thing I love about coming here, because you always have that experience. One of the reasons I'm most happy to be in the arts is that mystery that we have to sing ourselves. You have to play the guitar yourself, right? But you guys created a song with the three of you together. And there's that mystery of we have our own experience and we come together. I'm going to jump to the end. So when you're singing the song of I'm a poor wayfaring stranger, it's all of us here on the way to truth. Our truth is our oneness with God and our oneness with each other. And we have this sense of time here and the sense of eternity there. And for my tradition, the Course in Miracles, God carries us across the bridge to our reality and where we experience that together. And I find that really exciting. When you sang the song together, the three of you, again, a new thing happened. You chose a piece of music that was written, and that's a really nice series, by the way, that you chose from, right? It's really has a lot of good stuff in that series. So you sang with your own voices and your own instrument, something that had already been written, but you brought it to life. Well, growing up as I did, everything was about, this is what the Bible says, and you have to subsume your identity to believe that, which, as you well know, I've shared a lot about that. That didn't help me. No, you know, right? No, it doesn't, because I was thinking I had to be over there. Then, because of my own family experience, I didn't want to be here. I wanted to be over there. So I had two reasons to want to be over there. The problem is, the world we see is the one we project. And this is, you mentioned the attitudinal adjustment, attitudinal healing, and the Course in Miracles. The world we see is the one we project. So here's this wonderful mystery again of community. I'm perceiving you through my own eyes and in my brain. But I happen to know that we're all here together. So if I decide that this is going to be a stressful experience for me, then I'm going to project on all of you that you're here to give me a stressful experience. We understand. If I believe that I'm here as myself, you are here as there, and as our language, as every encounter is a holy encounter, then we're supposed to be here together. Then I can experience that, knowing the mystery that I'm the one in my brain that is interpreting what's happening, and we've decided we're going to do this together. I have to tell you that healed my life. And you've heard my story. I don't need to go back into that again. So I just got this morning, a text from I get Karen Drucker, if you know her, right? Wonderful. Then I got to know her at the Attitudinal Healing Conference, first one I went to, she performed at. And lately, in these last couple of years, I've gotten to know, not personally, but on TV, Brene Brown. So Karen puts in, from Brene Brown, staying vulnerable is a risk we must take if we want to experience connection. So community means that we open ourselves up to each other and to ourselves if we want to experience what community really is. Well, I have two people in my life who, from good reasons in their experience, really care about expectations. I want the world to happen the way I want it to happen. Your interpretation you can be in charge of, Your reaction you can be in charge of, but on this plane, I love from the course, it says, to join the dreamer, not their dream. So we get into all of our individual projections. But that's not our reality. Our reality is being perfect, safe children of God. But we choose to be afraid and believe in our separateness, and so we don't experience that all the time. And so maybe that means we have some work to do. But we can do that work when we realize that our truth cannot be sullied by anything that you do or that I do. And I've made plenty of mistakes in my life, and I've had plenty of failures, and I'm 75, and I am so grateful that I know I'm not done. I know I'm still working on stuff. But in one of the readings about trusting God, how in the blazes can I trust God? Because I know you. I've shared that here before. That community gives us the opportunity to literally experience on this plane what it means to be together, and everything we're doing is about joining. It's about joining with God, with each other, with ourselves, because that is what our truth is. And the other thing that yesterday I got from Brene Brown, power of empathy. I'm in it with you. I'm not here to fix you. I'm not here to feel it for you. I'm here to feel with you and let you know you're not alone. When I was a kid, people would ask me, I've said this here before, what was it like growing up? Like Topsy? I felt alone. Well, I know I'm not alone. I'm here. And so is technology. It was interesting. This is off, so. Oh, the one of my shirt, because I'm fiddling with it with this thing. Oh, thank you. Community, I just learned from you. When I was growing up, trying to believe what I was supposed to believe and follow the 10 Commandments, you were always failing, all the time. And then when I would hear the pastor say at the end of a sermon, okay, let's all close our eyes, then I knew an altar call was coming, and to leave the room at that moment. Because in community, we do not manipulate each other. And I grew up with religious manipulation. And I was fooled because it was based on someone's interpretation of the Bible. And I was feeling like I was alone because of my family and message from the church. I didn't get it. I literally didn't know. So here's an example. This is an example from someone who I will not name, but her name is Pat Cross. Years and years ago, many years ago, I've seen you for a long, long time. I was talking about the counseling I was going through. And this unnamed person said, well, that's interesting because I found that it really needs to do body work for me. That just talking doesn't really help. Not enough. Remember that. You said, you might not remember saying that. but I remember you saying that and it stuck with me. How do we literally enter it? By coming and experiencing with something new and allowing yourself to be here and let this service give you a new experience. If you come in and say, the only thing about unity is that we can't say our Father in heaven, we have to say our father, mother, and sister, and brother, and all. But I always know that I'm accepted here. And when you read the principles, you get that we're talking about to experience something. What I'm glad for this opportunity is to experience community, because the language of unity is not strongly, the language is not strongly community based, even though the message is, if that makes sense. The words are very much I and you, not a complaint, you know. I will just share this again. The reason that this came to me was pounded on my head by being a teacher. Because when I was teaching half-time for a religious-based university, and not all of my voice students were members of that tradition or club, and I was teaching half-time for a public school, elementary school district, and not all of those kids spoke English. I wish I could take credit for this. I can't. It just came to me. I could not let the thought in my mind that they were different than me if I was going to teach them with my whole heart. And then I believe that LeGrand Harvey's song does a wonderful job of expressing what happens when we do come together. So now it would, since I'm going to sing and play this, would it be better if I use this and you turn that down? Okay. It's always a little uncertain. There's a little bit of uncertainty causing me when I come here to speak, because I'm not telling you anything you don't already know. This is just sort of focusing on an area. And this song is that way. I just love it. Give me. I have found a friend in you. We have grown together, learning how to share our love, learning to love better, and we blend together like colors of the rainbow. We love each other like colors love the sky. And when the colors fade from that rainbow, they remain forever in you and I. The colors are different, unique, separate from each other, beautiful in themselves, apart from one another. But when we get together, a rainbow appears. When colors get together, something more beautiful appears than the color alone. And we blend together like colors of the rainbow. We love each other like colors love the sky. And when the colors fade from that rainbow, they remain forever in you and I. You and I are different, unique. We're like the separate colors, beautiful in ourselves, apart from one another. that when we get together, a rainbow appears. When we are together, something more beautiful appears than a color alone. I have found a friend in you. We have grown together, learning how to share our love, learning to love better. And we blend together like colors of the rainbow. We love each other like colors love the sky. And when the colors fade from that rainbow, we remain forever in you and I. You and I are different, unique. We're like the separate colors, beautiful in ourselves, apart from one another. But when we get together, a rainbow appears. When we are together, something more beautiful appears than a color alone. I have found a friend in you. We have grown together, learning how to share our love, learning to love better, and we blend together like colors of the rainbow. We love each other like colors love the sky. And when the colors fade from that rainbow, they remain forever in you and I.
Hello,
Thank you very much.
this is Crystal.
For about 10 years, I go to
What is the
Steamboat Springs,
prescription,
Colorado, at least
please?
twice a year, sometimes more, and give vocal workshops to disabled groups.
4637
Yes,
Ridgeway
COVID,
Street,
of course.
Missoula.
And this, I just came back Tuesday
Okay.
from
Yes,
doing
I'll
3
try to
different
pick it up
things.
in the next day or two.
And I'm going to tell you about them in reverse. The Saturday was with a group called Northwest
Okay, is there a
Colorado Center
cost
for
for this?
Independence. And they don't care what kind of disability you have, they want to help you be independent. And so
Okay,
we had
thank you.
this event in Craig, 40 miles west of
Thanks,
Steamboat.
you too.
And
Bye.
it was with their executive director, Ian, and the Opera Steamboat's operations director, Thea, and I, and just a few people there because they didn't PR very well. However, we had more fun learning. And the executive director got a chance to see me, how I teach.
Well, who are
his
you?
head staff member there, and the office was in the Chamber of Commerce building where we were giving our presentation, is deaf. Well, this is my name in sign language. Military, medic, D for Dan. We had more fun trying to understand each other. Now, she had a sign person. She can hear pitches a little, but can't hear words at all. And the sign person that she works with, they get along really well. What a trip to go. This is really cool. Let's really get to know each other. And so we didn't let the fact that we had to work and figure out how to communicate get in the way at all. She's a painter. She took me back into her office and she had this painting of a saxophone with the sound vibrations going out of it, a banjo with the sound vibrations going out of it, and a guitar with the sound vibrations going out of it. And the background for the saxophone was purple, and the background for the banjo was yellow, and the background for the guitar was red. Made total sense. And really beautiful paintings. She was so excited to share them with me. And I was so excited. So I told her about Stravinsky and Kandinsky. Stravinsky, of course, the great composer in this modern time, and Kandinsky was the very first abstract painter. They were friends. And Stravinsky would talk about sound from color, and Kandinsky wrote also about color from musical instruments. And so I shared that with her. And then I sang for her with her friend signing for her. So we're going to work together in August when I go back. It's already scheduled. So then the one in front of that on Wednesday was going to a rural school. It was a charter school, but there was no other school out there, 20 miles north of Steamboat, called North Route Charter School. And Opera Steamboat had sent a children's opera up there a few weeks before called Stone Soup, which I don't know. And they had this K through 8 school, so they had the kids make things to put into the stone soup. And the operations director, Thea, was there with them. So when I and my friend Jack, that I've made music with for 50 years, and he's the one that connected me down there, when we went to that school, they were already part of the community. They had their own community. Then they were part of what the opera had come, and they knew why we were coming. And Jack said, well, I wonder if those 7th and 8th graders are really going to respond, or are they going to sit back, like this? No, we had a great time because they knew they knew Opera Steamboat and the opera, that I was there following up on it, and it happened to be a good school with good teachers.
No,
and the
I
kids
don't
felt
even
safe.
know your name.
Mixture. They had their own community. The community had been built because of the way that Opera Steamboat went there. They, okay, this is opera, and you have to sit there quiet, and we're wonderful, and you're not yet. There's no reason that opera ever has to be like that at all. And so that they were engaged and involved.
I don't even know who
That was
this
so much
is.
fun. So 4 sessions, K through 8, 4 45-minute sessions. Just love that. Those 2 things were wonderful, but nothing compared to the talent show of the disabled groups. So Horizon Specialized Services serves, well, both NWCCI and Horizon serve 5 counties. And so this talent show was from the groups in 2 counties, Routt County, Steamboat, Moffat County, Craig. And so I went and I rehearsed with the group in Craig, and then twice went to Steamboat and rehearsed with them. And then Friday, we had this wonderful talent show with about 15, 16 kids performing. So Marcella is in a wheelchair, does not speak, danced with a tall cardboard cutout of Patrick Swayze, singing, was it Best Time of Our Life, that whatever the song is from Dirty Dancing? Right, yeah. So her counselor, Colleen, was behind her in the wheelchair, and Marcella was like this, dancing. The smile on her face was unbelievable. She had more fun, and she was on the floor rather than up on this little stage they had, and her counselor was with her the whole time. That was enough for the whole week for me. I mean, just wonderful. Then Will is about like this in his early 20s, who loves impressions. He actually sometimes goes to the junior college there and takes drama classes in impressions. He sang Thriller. Yes. And he uses impression voice. And he knew the song, all the gestures and everything. And when we were rehearsing, he's going, and so one of the clients said, Will, you've got to sing louder. You've got an audience to sing for, even if you have a microphone. He said, I don't want to sing too loud because Chelsea doesn't like loud sounds. Isn't that wonderful? So here's this disabled group that it's their day program. It's what they had what they do during the day. They liked each other. They knew each other. And he felt safe to sing loud. And he felt safe to say he was concerned about her. And I heard her with my own ears say, Will, it's okay. Don't worry about me. You go ahead and sing out loud. So this is what you did with the microphone here.
Huh.
And then on Friday, he sang really well. It was really cool. However, the best part was Charlie. Charlie's at least in his 50s. He's one of these guys that walks around like this. He's so friendly, so cool. And he sang Jesus Loved Me with the guitar. Everyone has burst out in applause because he was
What
doing
is her
exactly what he
name?
did. He knew exactly what he was singing. They knew what he was singing, and no one cared 1 ounce whether he was on pitch or not, or you could understand the words, because he was sharing himself. That was worth the entire week. And so we got to hear that in rehearsal. And then in the performance, so he kicked off the talent show. Oh, huge applause. Because he was being himself. He was being vulnerable. He did what he wanted, and he shared it. And he shared it with the community that wanted everyone to do well, and they knew each other and they loved each other. I'm so blessed to have that experience. It was just really, really wonderful. And, you know, I'm a singer. I love folk music, but give me a chance to sing Bach, and I'll do it anytime. Does that make me better than him? Not in the tiniest bit. Because we are all complete children of God. We are all safe. Our oneness is more real than that chair you're sitting on. And I got to experience that in the way they perceived each other and the risk they took to share what they wanted to share. So I really appreciate this opportunity just to talk about what it means to be in community, because we have to manifest on this plane, but it starts with us being ourselves and seeing each other. And thanks for just letting me just rant, because it's such an opportunity to learn. I love learning. Learn from my dad. You learn something a day, it's a success. But that was also, as a child, I've got to learn and I've got to be over there. And that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about being ourselves. And, you know, if I give myself permission to be me, then I'm giving you, well, I don't know about him. No, giving Tom permission to be Tom. Tom, I'm just teasing you. So we give each other permission to be ourselves. And the power of that is huge, just huge. So we have struggles in our lives, uncertainties in our lives, things that I have a friend with fibromyalgia, and sarcoidosis. She's on a kidney machine, she's on dialysis. Watching her be in the present, share in our attitudinal healing meetings where she is and letting us care. Yeah, so thanks for letting me just go here. So we want to sing How Could Anyone Ever Tell You? And we're going to sing it just to the room, everyone. Then you guys we're going to sing it to this side of the room. Then we're all going to sing it to this side of the room. Then we're going to sing it to the people on the internet. And then you're going to sing it to ourselves, okay? Okay, everyone. And how could anyone ever tell you you were anything less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you you were less than whole? How could anyone fail to notice that your loving is a miracle. How deeply you're connected to my soul. How could anyone ever tell you you were anything less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you you were less than whole? How could anyone fail to notice that your loving is a miracle? How deeply you're connected to my soul. How could anyone ever tell you you were
Why do I have
anything
the
less than
now? That doesn't make
beautiful? How
sense.
could anyone ever tell you you were less than whole? How could anyone fail to notice that your loving is a miracle? How deeply you're connected to my soul. How could anyone ever tell you you were anything less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you you were less than whole? How could anyone fail to notice that your loving is a miracle? How deeply you're connected to my soul, to yourselves. How could anyone ever tell you you were anything less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you you were less than whole? How could anyone fail to notice that your loving is a miracle? How deeply you're connected to my soul. Thank you. Am I supposed to do it? Okay. Now, in closing, let us pray to. Oh, yeah. When you work with Parkinson's people, you can get them to use your voice when they have a reason to do it. It's really cool. Now, in closing, let us pray together our prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. And the presence of God watches over us wherever we are. God is all,
Lynn,
and all is well.
hi, this is Lee.
So now we're joined in a
Who
circle
is this
and
guy?
sing our peace song.
Oh, well, I can't hear anything from the service. I don't know what's going on. Oh, I'm totally lost this morning. I don't understand anything that's going on. I thought you would know. Oh, it doesn't matter. Right now, it's all going. Okay, well, it doesn't matter. Thanks anyway. Bye.
that the truth that in you, you get to see in everyone else. And the truth in everyone else, you get to experience within yourself. We get to enter that mystery and know what it's like to know each other, to know God, and therefore to have fun. Thank you.
Probably don't know what he's talking about. Well, it's just that they get him in at because he's probably the most knowledgeable Course in Miracles that I know in this community. And I know Linda's a lot of people, although everybody